This video will teach you how to use Google Spreadsheets, okay, and so you can graph your data for the Wood and Nichols Lab. So over here, you may notice that I have mass and volume. So these are the mass and volumes of your different pieces. In your case, you have 3. I just made up 10 because I could. Then, down here, this needs to be the mass of your coin, and this needs to be the volume of your coin. Alright, so this is your aluminum foil or your zinc or your copper pieces, and down here is your coin. It's very important that you put it like this because that's how you will graph it. Alright, so after you're done with this, I am going to highlight all of these data points, and then I go to Insert, Chart, and it gives me just a random whatever chart, so you're going to have to set it up. So if you come over to Setup, you want to do a scatter plot. A scatter plot plots every piece individually, and then it allows you to make a trend line. Okay, so the setup, you're going to change it to scatter plot, then go to Customize, Series, and if you look down here, it allows you to make a trend line. Okay, so once you have the trend line, if you notice, the trend line only goes through my samples. So that's your aluminum foil and everything that you know is the metal that you thought that you measured. And then if you see, the coin isn't on the trend line. The trend line didn't include the coin. It went below it. And that's so you can tell if your coin is made out of the substance you think it is. Okay? That's why we had to do this, so that the mass was over here and the volume was over here. Okay? So now that I have this trend line, one of the things you have to be able to do with the trend line is find the density using a graph. So I come down here to Custom, and I push Use Equation. And up here it says that the trend line's equation is 5 times x plus a negative 5. I don't know why they don't just do 5x minus 5, but that's okay. That's how Google does it. But now you know that the slope of this line is 5. So that'll help you with the density. Okay. Now, of course, you have to make sure that everything is, you've got a title up here. You need to label your axes and all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to go over to Customize, and I click on Chart Title, and I can give it a title. Okay. Then I can do the drop-down menu, and I can do the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis. And I can get the y-axis by doing the vertical axis. And of course, you need to include your units. I forgot that for volume. But nice thing about it is you can go back and put that in there. Okay. Alright. Now, on the rubric, it says you also need to include a key for each one of these points. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how to do this on a Google spreadsheet. I only know how to do it on Excel. On Excel, they allow you to make a little key over here, and then you can say which each dot is. But over here, the only thing they let you do is they let you switch the legend to each side. So for me, that looks nicer. But you're probably going to have to write that out by hand, because I don't know how to do that. All right. So last thing, you need to put this into your actual lab report. So you already have your lab report written and everything's written out, heading, title, whatnot. And then you come to Process Data. Go to your Excel. You're going to push on these 3 little dots, copy chart, go back to your lab report, and push Paste. Oh, yeah, I forgot you can. Okay. Then, this links your spreadsheet to your document. So if you ever change anything on your Google Sheets, it's going to change in your lab report. Okay? I don't like to do that because I don't usually keep my Google spreadsheets. After I make the graph, usually the graph is just done. So I like to push paste unlinked so it just stays the same no matter what, but you can choose. This will allow that graph to change every time you change something in your spreadsheets. This will just paste it like it is. So I'm going to push paste. I have it here. And then I can finish typing up my lab report below. Everything like that looks good. And the only thing you have to remember is to label these guys as what sample they are, and your coin as what sample it is. Alright. Oh, one more thing I want to show you. When you're doing in Google Docs, centimeters cubed, please don't leave it like this, alright? And please don't use a little caret to say centimeters cubed. When you do these reports, you're going to need to know how to do superscripts and subscripts. So all you have to do is highlight the number, and Control, comma, brings it down and makes it a superscript, or a subscript, my bad. And then Control, period, makes it a superscript. Alright, and that looks a lot nicer than saying centimeters caret 30, okay? So please do that on your Google Docs. And if you have any other questions, let me know.